All right, guys, welcome back to Steadfast Raceway. We are going to put some cars down the strip today and see which one can challenge for the case. And I'm going to do something a little bit different today. This is my Gatekeeper, the Drifter, and only Drifter that I've ever had get into a case. And we're going to put this car down, see where the Gatekeeper speed is running right now, and then we will run the 16 cars behind it, and we will check to see if anybody is getting close or can challenge for the case. All right, so let's go ahead and put Drifter down. We'll put it down 2 times and figure out where that Gatekeeper speed is at. All right, so it just ran a 1756 and a 1754. So we're going to try and aim for that in our little mini tournament here with the 16 cars. Some of these cars are from the Japanese theme set from 2 years ago. I believe it was the 2024 set, and they're metal on metal. So this one's metal on metal, that one's metal on metal. Let's see, that one's metal, but that's a Lincoln. And then we've got the Acuras over here and the Mazda RX-7. Those are metal on metal. And then we've got the Mitsubishi and the Nissan Z, which is also metal on metal. So I'm excited about those. And then I've got a few that I've raced in previous videos that have some speed. So let's go ahead and put them down for the first round, and let's see where we're at. All right, so we had a good first round one, and I will say this is your Lotus right here is your standout for sure. That Lotus is quick, and so is that Toyota, so that's going to be a good race. And yeah, we're looking at some good speed, very promising. All right, let's go ahead and do the next round. I will say some of the cars that lost, yeah, they might be, we might need to test them as well, but we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and do the second round and get it on. Okay, well, I really didn't think that these four cars were going to make it to the finals. I thought maybe the square body, but I didn't know if the other three would do it. So, super interesting. All right, and definitely got to test that Lotus, and I would say the Datsuns as well to see if they can get in there because they lost to some good competition. But let's go on with semis. Wow. So we've got the Toyota 2000 GT, which will be in the finals, and the Black Widow, pink Black Widow square body Silverado that'll be in the finals as well. Who do you think is going to win it? I don't know. It looks like the Toyota has the edge. It can have a burst of speed and get into the 1720s, which is great. So let's see who wins it. Okay, so the Toyota 2000 GT is your winner, and now we are going to put it up against our Gatekeeper, the Drifter, and let's see if he can actually make a splash into the case. Okay, so in my case, before we put these down, I just want to explain in the case is 48 fastest cars that I own here on Steadfast Diecast, and so being able to make it into that, super cool. And I think, let's see, the Gatekeeper was running like a 1753 or 1754, I believe was the time there. So I think he has a chance to be able to do it. Let's see if he can put up some of those 1720s during this race. All right, so the Toyota 2000 GT is definitely going to get into the case, beat the Drifter very handily, and so we're going to put it up against the case and see how far it can go up into the top 48. Okay, so here's the back half of the top 48. This is I guess this would be 25 through 48 as far as the spots. So we're going to go ahead and put it up against this track tune and see if we can make it past this first row. Whew. 1731 to a 1766. Track tune needs to get warmed up. $17.35 to a $17.43. We'll go ahead and put it down 2 more times. $17.25. Whew, that is fast. Now it's getting back into that the 1720s. We're gonna have to move it up a lot. Okay, so we're gonna put it up against this Lightning Bug, which holds the number 25 spot in the case before we move it on to the other side. I got a feeling it's probably gonna move on though. $17.40 to $17.71. All right, let's swap lanes. 1750 to 1765. It's going to move on. All right, so now we're going to put it up against the Silverado EV, I think. And this holds the number 24 spot, which would normally be right here on the other side of the case. Let's see if it can take it down before we move it up. $17.30 to a $17.59. Good run. All right, now we're going to put it up against the number 10 car because it's just running in the 1730, so that's pretty much where it needs to be. The Bugatti Bolide. Let's see what it's got. $17.49 or $17.64. $17.39 to a $17.43. Bolide holds it off. All right, we're going to go ahead and give it 2 more runs just to make sure it's not faster than this Bolide. $17.37 to a $17.74. Ooh, it got slower. $17.33 to a $17.39. All right, the Bolide keeps it from getting into the top 10. Let's work its way back down. So if you guys remember recent video, the Nissan Maxima drift car got into what would be the number 12 spot right there. And I think I don't know if it's going to be faster than that, but let's go ahead and put it up against that. And let's see, I think that'll be a good test. $17.21 to a $17.35. See, you needed to do that earlier. All right, very good. Swap lanes. $17.39 to a $17.46. Still not faster than that $17.21. Let's test it again. $17.32 to a $17.42. What's going on with the Toyota? All right, let's swap lanes one more time. $17.30, that's more like it, to a $17.43. All right, so the Toyota beats out the Nissan Maxima, and now all it has to do is beat, let's see, it's got to be this. It's got to be the Speed Driver in order to secure its spot at number 11. $17.35 to a $17.45. Speed Driver takes that one. $17.32 to a $17.34. So close. Speed Driver holds him off. I'm going to give him 2 more races just to make sure. $17.26. Woo! To a $17.43. All right, one more time. And the Speed Driver wins it with a $17.39. All right, so the Toyota S2000 has made its way into the case. It was the Gatekeeper for a little bit, and then it got bounced out, and so it has picked up. It's picked up its speed, so that's great. And it is at number 11 in the case. And there you go. There's a quick view of what the top 24 looks like. And here we are. We are going to give these other guys a shot into the case, but that's probably going to be a separate video because I don't want it to be too long. So, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching some cars go down the strip at Steadfast Raceway. And I will see you guys next time.